Hi, I'm Whitney Coker. This is my donning and doffing PPE video. First, what you want to do is to remove any jewelry from either arms and push up your sleeves of your uniform. Then once you have that done, you grab your gown and you let it unfold and not shaking it, never letting it touch the ground. Once it's unfolded, you put your arms through. I like to keep my arm cuffs at this level so that when I put my gloves on, it is easier for it to stay in. Once you have it on, you want to make sure that the gown overlaps in the back, like so. And if it doesn't, then you would grab a second gown and use it to cover your back. Now, what you want to do is to tie your waist strings, never in the front, but either on around to this side, or in the back. But I'm going to do it around. Making sure it's tight enough to be secure. Now that I've tied my waist string, I'm going to tie my neck string. Making sure it is also secure. Now that I have my gown on, I would put my gloves on, which I have my box of gloves right here. And due to COVID, I would most likely want to put a mask on as well. So I'm going to put my mask on first, tying it and both ties. Making sure it covers my nose and my mouth. Now that I have my mask and my gown on, I can go ahead and put my gloves on because I have practiced hand hygiene prior to putting on my gown. So now that I have my gloves out, I will put one on at a time, holding it by the inside. That way I don't contaminate the outside of the gloves, even though I already washed my hands. And you want to make sure it covers the cuff of your gown like this. Now that I have both of my gloves on over the cuffs of the gown, I'll provide care, and I'm doing that now. And now that I'm done providing care, I'm going to doff my PPE. The first step being, you grab your first glove with 2 fingers, and you pull out, you grab it by the palm, you pull out and down, turning it inside out. And then you dispose of that glove. Then with your second glove, you get 2 fingers, grab under the cuff, pull out and down, turning it inside out, and discard of it. Now that I have both my gloves off, I'm going to take my mask off. And discard of it as well. Now that I am free of my mask and gloves, I'm going to just take off my gown. First, making sure never to touch the inside or the outside of the gown. So first I untie the waist string, Then untie the next string. Now it is untied. I grab the inside, never touching the outside because it's contaminated, and pull down by the sleeve and make sure it goes inside out. And then I want to make sure I'm still not touching the outside, so I rolled it up a little bit, and you pull inside out with the other arm, and then you roll it up, making sure inside is still out. And once you're done rolling it up, you discard of it. And now that I have doffed my PPE, I would perform hand hygiene once again, and I would be done with donning and doffing my PPE.